and the submittal of this document.
Second.
Can I have a second? Yeah. Any discussion? Any discussion on it? On the PUC letter?
Good job.
Okay, thank you. Call a vote.
All right, David.
Not here.
Sherry.
Yes.
Susan.
Yes.
Alex. Yes. Jason. Absent. Andrew. Yes. Becky. Jennifer.
Yes.
Assad. Yes. Gabriel. Yes. Islam.
Yes.
8 out of 11. Passed.
Okay, third action. If I can have a motion to approve the letter supporting SB. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I was writing something else, but it was comments back from PUC and looking at it.
It's to approve the letter and submit it.
Oh, and submit it.
Okay, approval of the letter, approval and submittal of the letter to support SB 146.
I move that we support approve the letter and submittal of support of SB 146.
Second.
We have a second. Okay, discussion? Any comments, any edits to the letter? All right, can I have a vote?
David. Absent. Sherry.
Yes.
Susan.
Yes.
Alex. Yes. Jason. Andrew. Yes. Becky. Jennifer.
Yes.
Assad. Yes. Gabriel. Yes. Islam.
Yes. All right. I think that covers this item. I think it's the longest item we've had.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the next item,
Let me.
neither David nor Jason are here.
Oh, he told me when I was walking in late.
That's not announcing the recusal.
Oh, I wasn't here to not, no, we didn't.
Jason, why were you not here?
Because I was advised to abstain.
Oh,
Why didn't we hear about that? Weren't you going to tell us?
I told the note taker, I don't know. Put it in the mouth.
All right, it's all right.
I'm telling you.
Just for the future, for all of us, if somebody's going to recuse himself or herself, just let the board and the public know, and you can walk out. Okay, so
Are you going to make that notation in there? That it's an extension and not an absence. He wasn't absent for the vote, he abstained from the vote.
on all the votes, Becky was absent, and then he was a recusal, and he's absent. So it's only 2 absences and 1 recusal.
Yeah, right,
Okay.
on all three.
On all of them, yeah.
all right. David is not here, so I'm going to ask you. Item 9.
So, I can, you want me to bring this?
Well, no, it's their committee.
Oh, okay, oh,
Okay. Well, would you like me to read it, or?
I would like you to make the motion.
Okay.
Would you like to make the motion to approve whatever the motion says?
Yeah, let me get to it. And I guess. Last page.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah.
Item 9.
Okay.
You don't need to read the whole text because that's why we put this form in place.
So the motion is to authorize myself or another approved board member to file an amendment to the January 11, 2017 Community Impact Statement of support for the Port Ranch Village Commercial Development Project, if amended with the following 4 points added. And these are the 4 points listed here on the motion, relating to number 1, the height, not to exceed 48 feet. Number 2, that the landscape plan of the project to meet the requirements, including the number of trees. Number 3, that the Porter Ranch Arts Council be formed as required by the development agreement, which was not formed. do with the formation of the Transportation Management Organization, which to our knowledge has not been formed, which the goal of that is to promote ride sharing, things like that to reduce traffic.
I second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Discussion on the board.
I have a question. I just want to make clear that these 4 points add to the previous 6 points.
Exactly, so what will happen is when the motion is amended, it will actually have the full text of everything. So it will be the 6 previous with the 4 all on one motion. So it will amend the motion to add these 4 points along with the other 6 that are already there.
I just, for the purpose of procedure, I just want to be clear, that is not an amendment, that is an addendum. If you are going to add points to other points and you want to keep the other points, you're making an addendum, you're not making an amendment. An amendment replaces the previous one. So, we need to clarify here.
I think the amendment language is what is on the CIS. When you input it, it says, is this an amended CIS, yes or no? That's what that language is.
Which means it's a changed CIS, it is not an additional CIS. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So, if the intent is to have both points, both sets of highlights, we need to make sure that when you make an amendment of that CIS, that your amended CIS includes all the points, including the previous ones again.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, but the motion doesn't read that way right now.
Should we change the motion?
So,
Yeah, I think we need to amend the motion to clarify that it is an addendum to the items approved at the last meeting.
that sounds more specific.
Okay, so do you need wording on it, Francis, or are we good with that?
No, I'm just doing some wordscaping right now.
Okay, so can I have a motion for the addendum, for the amendment, sorry. That we're amending this vote. So can I have a motion for the amended?
Oh, I move to amend the motion so it states addendum. Is that what you want?
Yes.
To file an
In
addendum.
generality.
Can I have a motion to amend the current motion to clarify that the items included in this motion are added to the items that were included in the previous motion? You just need to say yes.
Okay, yes.
Do you have that, Francis?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. Discussion on the amended motion.
So it's a total of 10 with the addendum. It's all inclusive of 10, right?
It's a new motion that has 10 items, and let's just worry about it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a second. Public comment? Yes, ma'am.
I realize there are some technical, legal things that need to be done here, but in the spirit of the urgency of this, because this has to get in, like, right away, please move expeditiously to, however you need to phrase it, let's all just, I think we're all on board, let's just, make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comment? You need to step up. If someone wants to speak, don't wait for me to see you. Just step up.
Kyoko Hibino. And for the particularly height that we are in, it's really, really important. So right now the medical center is very high, which is 48 feet. And then the church, I think it's in the area that allowed 35 feet, but they're actually building 50 feet. They, city planning is very kind of, slimy in a way that they're actually allowed to just keep adding little bit of height, little bit of higher and higher. So, we have to really take a look. That neighborhood is not meant to have 75 feet tall buildings. So yes, I'm really support to have 48 feet height period. Thank you.
All right, no more comments, can I call for the, I'm sorry, you have a question?
Yes. Can you explain to me what, I don't really understand this number 4, Transportation Management Organization, TMO and shared ride. Can you explain just that portion just real fast to me? I'm not quite sure what you're wanting them to do. Support for the use of electric vehicles as part, like,
So the part of the specific plan for Porter Ranch calls for the formation of a transportation management organization, and their job is to set up a ride-sharing program for the businesses in the development. And to our knowledge, this has not been formed. I'm not aware of it having ever been formed. There's several things, like the Porter Ranch Arts Council was never formed. There's several things that were not actually done that are supposed to be done in the specific plan. So we're calling this particular number 4 is calling upon them to form this as required in the specific plan, the Porter Ranch specific plan.
But because, so like the Porter Ranch Arts Council is supposed to be comprised of people in Porter Ranch, am I right?
It's supposed to be set up between the developer and the city.
But I mean, the people who are on the council, and also I guess my question would be the people who are on the TMO, it doesn't matter?
It's not, okay, you're talking
People
about
who are on the, I
some different
know,
things.
I'm asking you, this TMO, this
The TMO
transportation, who is it comprised of?
it's
People in the
comprised of
community or
the-
people in the city?
It's supposed to be comprised of the people the business owners, who occupy the shopping center.
They make up that organization.
Correct.
Okay.
And it could be
So
potentially other
maybe-
people.
So maybe at a later time, maybe our land use committee can bring up a motion to ask city council that, to make sure that members of the community
Correct.
are seated on those
Correct.
boards and
Diversity.
Right.
Same thing with the
properly
Arts Council.
represented.
Yeah, that's the same thing with the Arts Council. The Arts Council should just be only Porter Ranch.
Well, we don't have control over that. We don't have control over that, but we can certainly ask to be,
There you get some crappy art.
we don't have control over that. So, all right, any other discussion? Can we have a vote
All right, vote,
on the amended motion?
amended motion. Correct.
Can we read the amendment?
I have an authorized Jason.
Francis will read it.
Authorize Jason, our delegate, to make an addendum to the motion of January 11th, needing to add the 4 items to the next. And then those 4 items are
Okay.
height, landscaping such as number of trees, C, create the Porter Ranch Arts Council, and 4, formation of the TMO.
Francis, it's not very clear. That was not how the motion was stated. It is stated that this amended motion incorporates the item identified in this motion, plus the items voted on during the last meeting on this topic. So I don't want to just say 4 plus 6 makes 10. It is, we are approving the addition of these 4 items in this motion to the previous items that were approved at the prior meeting.
Oh, yeah, I'll list all 10 of them.
Well, I'm trying to be, I am trying to be clear on the language of the motion. It's our job to do that, so that's why I'm clarifying. But,
Wait, let her.
no, as long as we're good, let's vote.
Yeah.
All right, David,
Yes.
Sherry,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Alex,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Andrew. Yes. Becky. Jennifer,
Yes.
Assad. Yes. Gabriel, yes. Sam,
Yes.
10 out of 11.
Okay, thank you. We have a little bit of time left, and we always skip this item, so I would like not to skip it this time. So if we have some time, I would like to ask the board members for any comments or something they would not like to tell the board and whoever stayed in the room to hear us. But because it's 11 of us, we need to make it 1 minute or 2 max.
How about 1.5? Hi, Sherry Durahanian again. I've been on the board 2 years. I missed the first half of the meeting, sorry. Really quickly, I went to Henry Stern's swearing in, and I have to tell you, I don't know, Alex was there, I'm not sure if anyone else on the board. It was the most awesome, poignant thing. I wanted to hug him, just his mom, his dad. He's so awesome that he supported our community, and I did talk to Jeremy, his field rep for Ventura County, because I campaigned, so I know his inner staff. He does not yet have a rep to come to Porter Ranch Neighborhood Council, because they only have 4 on the staff, and they haven't hired them. Oh, she was? Who was it? Oh, okay, never mind.
Sorry for the in and out today, everybody, but my daughter ended up getting sick, but we'll move on from there. I want to encourage, I'm David Balin, but I want to encourage everybody. We have some great committees now going on. So if you're interested in coming out, sustainability, land use, beautification, there's some great committees. So if you'd like to come on out, please come. Education? What education? Here, the 6th. No, 6th.
No, next Monday.
Next Monday.
Yeah, I'll just stress on what David just said. We need the community involved within the committees, so that this way we get a lot of the work done, and then we get our word over here to the PRNC for approval, and this way we build our Porter Ranch. And again, I stress on you to join us on Wednesday and Thursday and let our voice heard. Thank you.
Same here. I look forward to seeing all of you on Wednesday. I will be there, and I will make a public comment, and I hope all of you will as well. Thank you.
Hi, I'm the chairwoman for the Outreach Committee, and just have a couple of updates. First of all, we would love to have some more stakeholders come and either sit on the committee or just be involved. Outreach is super fun. It's like getting the word out about this meeting, and look at the great turnout we had. I think our committee did an awesome job with this. We met earlier this month. Thank you. And the draft, thank you. The minutes for the meeting that we just had earlier this month are on the website, prnc.org. You can find them under, I think it's agenda and minutes. Yes, about us. Thank you, the about us. We've got some motions coming up, some exciting motions for the February general board meeting. And we're specifically also looking for any stakeholders who have experience in web design or any kind of webmaster skills to sit on our committee or participate, in addition to everyone else. So thank you very much.
Very quickly, Sustainability Committee meets February 21st, and it'll be posted on the Porter Ranch Neighborhood Council website.
And we rock.
Yeah, I'm the chair of Beautification Committee. Like co-chair is Lori Kalman there, and I'm a board member here. And last meeting we had, I walked into the library. I was surprised. I thought I was in the wrong room because there's about 6-8 stakeholders showed up for a change. Okay. So I think we're moving along, and we had a meeting. Jason and I had a meeting with Bentley Bureau of Engineering for a Tampa Medium project, and we are making all this contact. We just go direct to the source and try to streamline something. And we'll get something done, we'll show something pretty soon.
So the committee that, one of the committees that I've been working with Alex really hard is on the Beautification Committee. It's been a tremendous amount of work, but I think it's really going to pay off. One of the big things we're trying to do is figure out how we can get about 200 trees replaced that have been, the winds are really destroying the trees here. So and the Tampa median is quite a challenging project, but there's an Adopt a Median program that we're hopefully going to present to the board to see if they can approve working through that, to do something with that median on Tampa that just sits there with nothing on it. I just got an email that I'd like to announce, and it's relating to the City Council Motion 17-002-S14, the Liso Canyon Storage Facility in the SB 146 motion. It's going to be heard in City Council February 1st, so on Wednesday. So it looks like they waived the Rules Committee, just waived it, and now they're pushing it right into City Council. So everybody stay tuned. You have to go out and check the agenda to see when it's going to come up. You really don't know what time exactly, but you can watch it on TV if you have cable. But that's a very good thing for us. But I want to, looking forward to some of these projects. So looking forward to the budget process and figuring out what we can do to give back to the community. There's a lot of needs in terms of the beautification. So I'm hopeful that we can get some projects done in the community. Everybody can benefit from it.
I'd like to make a few comments. First, for the beautification committee. When we set up the budget initially, a big chunk of our budget was allocated for community beautification and community improvement. All right? We need projects from you guys. We need projects to come up for approval so that we can allocate the money to it, because the time is running quickly. Okay, so don't be shy. You have projects in mind, bring them to the board. We want to approve them so we can get them going. Just watch out for the city process. Make sure that what you're asking for is fundable by neighborhood council money. So consult with the treasurer, have them check on things for you, but let's get projects going.